good? What's going on, everybody? You already know who this is. And it's definitely your favorite soulful child. Yeah. Sure, coming back to you once again at the P.E.G podcast. That's Positive Energy Generation. Man, we choosing the positive through the negative bullshit. And I got my man over here. You already know from the wake&dank. He be out there with the private hip hop podcast. Cause you know he turned up with them too and doing mad things behind the media from being a father figure, multimedia guru. I'm just saying a man of all talents. I got my boy No Smith in the building.
Sure, in the building, P.E.G podcast. You already know what time it is. Dream Big Studios. It's dope, man. It's dope. I'm glad to be on here, man.
Yeah, man. It's a blessing to have you on. How you feeling today?
Feeling good, man. Kind of down on the weather a little bit. You know, just changing weather.
I know. It's that Texas weather. It get hot for 2 days and then get cold again.
Weather. You just gotta wear some sandals. You gotta have some boots in the trunk. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Be ready.
You tank top and probably a sweater on. You gotta dress like white people in Utah.
And Utah specifically.
Yeah. You know how they wear You know how they wear like sandals with skirts and sweaters? Yeah.
That's how you gotta do it. Make sure you have some long pants in the back. Awesome.
Yeah. Uggs and mini shorts. It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
But
don't make no sense. But y'all already know we about to get live here with my man No Smith. And I'm telling you, not only is man of all talent, he does music too. So y'all gotta go check it out. Yeah. And in order for you to be able to go check him out, you gotta stay till all the way at the end because I'm gonna give the social media out then. All right, creep. Lames, I'm just saying like that. So before we get started, you already know I'm gonna tell you, follow, like right now, subscribe, like right now. Hurry up.
Hit that shit.
All right, bet. Should already did it. So we gonna get right into it, man. No Smith, man. Let's dive into who was No Smith as a kid growing up before we actually get into today's things you've been doing in the media, man.
No Smith started out as Jeffrey Smith. You know what I'm saying? A little young boy. You know. A young jet. I used to have a lot of aliases back then too. Taco Man.
Taco Man.
Yeah, Taco Man. Because I got a song. My first song was I Love Tacos I used to hit the guitar one strum. Bam.
Oh, no.
I love tacos. Like that was that was my first thing. At like 3 years old. That was my first song. I used to go out there with a cowboy hat and my little whitey tighties and my cowboy boots.
I can see that. Straight, I love tacos.
I love tacos. And then, but I'm a military brat. Yeah. I'm a junior as well. Much respect to my pops. Shout out Pops. That's my hero. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been through it. You know what I'm saying? We go through it like sons and dads do. You know what I'm saying? But like, at all, you know, it's all love.
Yeah,
you know
we grow,
so,
we learn.
We grow. But, you know, I never stayed at a high school I never stayed at no school more than 2 years.
Oh, wow.
So, like, bouncing. So, it's like, it's created like like an alter ego where I feel like every time I meet someone, it's always like a time, like flipping the sand clock.
Yeah, so I only got a certain amount of time to be around you.
You know what I'm saying? So, trust is really hard.
I can definitely see that.
So, spontaneous. That's why I'm always doing something, changing up. You know, one time we living in Virginia and chilling with the hood, and another time we over here with the country boys. So we got to switch it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why like all the different like personalities came up. I've been doing that as a kid. You know what I'm saying? There was sometimes we was around straight country, and then sometimes it'd be like that one African in the hood. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That'd be your best friend, and peek up on it. You know?
Hey. Pick up on it.
You peek up on it. But like, this is
who you are, man. Yeah, but I like that. Everybody got different parts in them. I feel like if you just feel like you don't have different parts, you're in denial. Yeah. We all got different parts of us. You know what I'm saying?
Some people just let it come out and some don't.
Yeah, you embrace it more, and others like, nah, I can't let them come out of me. Yeah. But that's definitely cool. And as a kid, as you grew up, did you always know you want to do media? Because you said that you switched it up all the time. So was media always something you want to do, or you had passion in other things?
In school, I was in choir.
Okay.
And a thespian. Thespian.
So that's a theater, right? Hey, I know that because my wife is a thespian. And she said it to me. I was like, oh, what?
Oh, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, they take that shit to heart. Like, you were an actor. You were proud to say you were a thespian. You did plays. You did and a lot of multi-talented thespians, they sing and they perform. You know what I'm saying? They can act. So
Man,
like
crazy.
that's where it came from. So like my passion was acting, singing, making people laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like my favorite actors at that time was like Martin Lawrence, Jim Carrey, all that.
Let's go. I love Jim Carrey. Yeah. That man is funny. He got a lot of people in him too. Mm-hmm. That's why he play characters like that. Mm-hmm. His mama tells stories of him. He really has a lot of people. But he plays it in a good way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, you can turn it in a good way, you can turn it in a negative way. Yeah. That's what's up. So that's how you know you naturally funny. You know, you definitely naturally funny. It's you. It's
but I don't like being in front of the camera. That's what people don't understand.
Are you a behind the scenes thespian?
All right, it's kind of weird. All right, if there was like a drone that just followed me, my random acts, I'd be happy with that. Okay. But I don't like sitting here.
I got you. Yeah,
like doing skits and shit. Yeah, I like natural shit. Like, yeah. I don't like skits. I love watching TikTok, but I don't like sitting there and trying to do it because I know how long it takes to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's time consuming.
Yeah. You gotta have a real job to make some bread on there. Like that's your job.
That's what you do every day. You make a whole schedule.
Airbnbs and dancing in there. And, no, like I'm not. No, let's go rent an Airbnb to do content creation. No. Nah. I do Airbnbs to vacay, take pictures and chill, and possibly do a podcast. Yeah,
that's cool too. Yeah. It's a different way of art, you know, and you get to get it out with other people, like get to know other people. You get to network, you know, connect. So I definitely see where you come from. Mm-hmm. I like that you use the word thespian. I'm learning out here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm dope. So media, like you said, seems like some type of art. Whether it was music, whether it's on stage, behind the scenes, seems like it was always been who you are. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. So what would you say this inspiration of being this person? You say your dad was inspiration
My dad
to you?
was in music. Okay. Heavy. Okay. He sang with Kurt Franklin, Hezekiah Walker.
Oh, okay.
The list goes on. Anytime they would come to Europe, they possibly sing with my dad's gospel group.
That's so many. This is so
Men of Standard, Commission. Kirk, I met Kirk when he was with the original crew, like the family. You know what I'm saying?
Like
when
with the choir,
silver and gold. Yeah, that's when I met Kirk. I met Kirk when he had like the box kit. Yeah, when he had the 360 wave box kit. That's the genuine sideburns. Like I remember that.
Genuine. Genuine.
Like he sat on my couch. I remember that man.
That is so crazy.
He was dope. And my sister is pretty dope with music. So like the whole inspiration was my pops. And then just following behind him.
Real.
And then
Kurt Franklin.
Yeah. And then Tyler Perry hit. And then I realized like, shoot, you could do that. And then Shanae, you know what I'm saying? Like all these alter egos, Mrs. Doubtfire. Like we talked about on Wake and Dank. Like,
we actually me and my wife went and watched that. It was like, bro, the hidden messages in it, and just I said the funniness of it. You would have never known if you just watch it. Like Mrs. Doubtfire opened up a different door, like you said, Tyler Perry as well, Shanae. It was a different door.
You had
Big Mama.
Yeah. You had Jamie Foxx's role.
Yeah, he did have free roles like that too.
Then you had even Jim Carrey had a horrible female with two ponytails and a mini skirt, and she always thought she was a cheerleader. She had that one. You know what I'm saying? She was like a strong man.
She was.
But like everybody had their own skits. And like back then it was just all talent. It was just all something for entertainment. And now they're taking it too far. You know what I'm saying? Like now they just, if you do something of that nature, oh, you're this or you're that. Like, no, it's just comedy.
It's just comedy. Like, it's just out here making you laugh, make entertainment. That's what it is.
That's all it is. So my inspirations heavy was like, back then, Father, and probably Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. Yeah. Shout out to Jim Carrey. I love, man. I'm telling you, I love all his movies. I love it. I love
all of them.
You going which one? Which one you don't like? Which one you don't like?
He had one called 13.
I think I give you that one.
It was like a horror film. I don't like Jim Carrey in horror films.
I give you that one.
I can't do that.
He's not a horror person.
He's not.
Straight comedy.
I'll take him drama.
Yeah.
And I'll take him comedy.
I would agree.
But not, and I couldn't see action.
I wouldn't say I hated that one. Yeah. I wouldn't say I hated them. So but
I think he wanted to test the waters. Like if he could just try different roles, but not in that case.
So. I mean, as an artist, that's what you do.
Yeah, sure.
You know, and you just find out, well, that wasn't for me. So I just stepped my head.
Just like, what was Tyler Perry and Alex Cross. I didn't like that.
I ain't like that one either.
See?
And we're going to give the information out at the end because my man going to be on some things. So you diving into the world of media, how did you say, man, I want to make this a career and moving forward, I want to take 3 steps to just going to take me to the next level?
It just happened.
It just happened. Is it like manifestation, what you say?
No. It just happened. I say this, and I've said it on the private hip hop podcast. I just went off of theirs. Like, my son is a gift and a curse. And when I said it, like, it was, people were like, whoa, he's a gift and a curse. He's the youngest. He's the source of the light of the family. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the bulb. Like, if he's down, the whole family's down.
Yeah. Wow.
But he's also the one that tore my ACL. Okay? So, like, he kind of switched up the whole career life. Like, my whole vision in life, that was fitness. You know what I'm saying? I was going to dance. I was going to be the Billy Blanks with braids. You know what I'm talking about?
So I know it's real because it's very specific.
Like, I knew what I wanted in life. You know what I'm saying? I was going to have abs, dancing, tight pants. Tight pants. You know, I already knew it. Like, they love my ass cheeks when I dance. You know what I'm saying? So I was going to get it. And then
it just didn't happen.
My son was born. And one day I picked him up out of the crib and turned the wrong way. And ACL, MCL pop. Like,
oh my God.
And boy, from that day forward, it's just been life changing.
Yeah, I can definitely relate.
So then I just sat in the garage. Like, damn, I've been doing one thing for 6 years now. Every day, twice a day sometimes. Eating right there. Then he comes along, I'm eating his snacks. No more water. Ooh, these apple juices taste good.
I don't even want the water.
I don't even want that water no more. Oh, he got chicken nuggets. Chicken nugget bites? They make these?
They make these?
That's toast strudels.
I never knew that existed. Now give me some now.
It is better with the glaze.
Just a little bit. I'm gonna enjoy this one.
And I had to switch it up. You know what I'm saying? I still had music, but at the same time, I wasn't confident in my music. And that's a long story with that. Like,
it's very relatable though. You know, there's a lot of people that's like that.
So like, I was sitting in the garage with him. You know what I'm saying? My wife goes and does her thing. She takes off with it. Like, big respect to her.
Shout out to wifey.
But like,
shout out.
Me and my son was sitting at the crib. So I'm like, we sitting in the garage. I'm like, it's time to hit YouTube University.
Yeah.
And to see what I like to do.
Yeah.
Like, and the first thing that popped up was like the pivot. I am athlete. Joe Budden and his crazy ass.
Crazy.
T-Pain.
Man.
Twitch.
Let's go.
Those started hitting across YouTube. I'm like, oh.
This is what this is like. This is what they do.
But at the same time, when I was doing fitness, I was still doing UITA in the K254 radio. So like, I still had radio shows, but it wasn't a podcast. We was filming on phones. And hey, tune in. We going live. Ooh, tag your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right now, Garrett.
Tag them. Tag them. We going live for like 15 minutes before they cut us off. Like, we didn't know. We didn't know shit about like monetization. We didn't know shit about like what songs to play, what not to play for the people, social media to cut you off. Like, we just going live and wondering
what's going on.
Your video is not accessible due to copyright infringement.
Oh,
you're like,
snap. Okay, I ain't know.
I think it's the intro.
I think it's the intro because I don't know. You didn't even say it. You didn't explain it to me.
But yeah, so that's where it started from. So I had 4 years. My son's 4. I had 4 years to sit there and just come up with a plan. Find out what mics you needed to start off. Segments. What to like distinguish your podcast from a different podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then COVID hit too.
Yeah, I mean, and then it made it more perfect, right?
Yeah.
It made the perfect fit.
And then everybody that was taking a poop was making podcasts. Like,
no, facts on every topic you could think of. I mean, it didn't have to be.
And there's nothing wrong with it. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's not.
But it was oversaturated for a long
oversaturated
time.
It was.
It is.
And it just flooded
It just flooded. Yeah. And sometimes it is now. Sometimes it is now. But like, you'll see who can keep going with it.
Like it's the long run game, because it's like everybody it's like everything new. You know what I'm saying? They said they want to test it out, but it's the long run. You know
I was speaking with Real Tunes TV just yesterday. Yeah, when I was down in Dallas.
Real Tunes TV. Shout out, man.
And he said, people need to learn the difference between a YouTuber, a blogger, and an influencer.
That's powerful.
There's a difference. There's a difference between a YouTuber, a.k.a. Mr. Beast. That's a YouTuber.
Yep. He's a YouTuber.
He's a YouTuber. Blimpy is a YouTuber.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, those are YouTubers. Then you got bloggers that are like your Instagram models. You know what I'm saying? Like your mukbangs, people eating and shit. Like that's or say cheese.
Yeah, or bloggers.
Like, the bloggers. But like then you got your influencers. It takes a lot.
It does. It takes a lot. All of that takes a lot.
Yes. And some people try to do all three. Yeah.
Oh my God. And it's like, do you have the mental for it? And and if you being able to see all that and knowing what you like to do, which media you like to play, like you say, you don't like to be in this side, but you like to be on that side. What would you say, like, far as like the mental side of it? Because you mentioned something. You said that sometimes it can be too much, especially if you want to take up all three of those roles.
Yes.
So what would you say would be something to protect your mental?
Take a break.
Man, take a break.
Take a break.
Hey, take a
consistency is everything, but it ain't everything if you're dead. Like, you can't be sexy dead. You can't you can't be rich dead. You can't, like, take care of yourself. Like,
for real. That definitely relates. That's why I'm laughing. She said, you ain't sexy dead.
You can't be sexy dead. So, like,
take a break.
Take a break.
Yeah.
It's a lot. There's so much shit that happens in the world every day. So if you try to soak everything in micro content, it's not finna work.
No.
Like, you can't talk about everything,
man.
Like, no. And your brain is a computer. Sometimes it needs to reset.
Hey, bro. And it's like, I know everything is aligned with each other because my wife said that all the time. She's like, she said that to me this morning. Because I'm telling you, I be grinding and sometimes this be, sometimes a day running to the next and you up. So that's kind of how my day has been. I've been up.
Even if it's some people be like, you need to sleep.
Yeah.
Some people's bodies ain't meant to sleep 8 hours a day because your brain
don't want to shut off.
All right? Like,
it's just turning. But
it needs a restart.
It do.
Find a peaceful place. If it's sitting on your couch just looking at TikTok till you fall asleep, find that peaceful place. If it's reading a book, find a peaceful place. Your minds have evolved. It's not like your old days when your mom and daddy could lay in the bed and put the dim light on or read books and ask boring ass questions all day.
No.
For like reset. Like, oh, baby, how was your day? I talked to you all day. You know how my day was. That the same day I went to the meal.
We was together.
We went to church. What you talk about?
We went to church.
Like,
we prayed together.
You
gonna ask me that?
All day. Like, it ain't the same as before. You know what I'm saying? Like, our brains have evolved, and you gotta find your peaceful place. That's why they got apps like Calm and.
Nah, for real, big
find your peaceful place. Even if it's listening to your music, like, find it. Your brain needs a reset.
It does. And I definitely agree with you on that. And there's like a message to everybody out there, even by myself. That's why I was like relating to it so hard. You don't, some people, like you said, bodies are not made to sleep 8 hours a day. No. But you do need to take time to reset because you will feel like everything is about to swallow you. You're overwhelmed, but I feel like that was a good advice. Take a break.
Take a break. Not like
give up. You know what I'm saying?
When I say a break, like sometimes a break may be half a day.
Yeah.
Sometimes a break may be like an hour.
Yeah.
You don't like.
It don't have to be a whole week. It don't have to be a whole month.
Because consistency is key. People will watch you today, forget you tomorrow. So so don't take too much of a break. Everybody's popping, and it ain't hard to pop. Like, don't take too long. Even if it's like posting a pic.
Yeah.
On your mental break day,
instead
of you posting content, Be in their face.
Yeah.
Post a quote. Post your kids. Like, don't post them all the time because there's some nasty motherfuckers out there.
No, for real.
Can we curse on him? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But like, don't post them all the time. But like, do something to add relevancy. Like, especially if you're on the underground. You're not popping yet. You know what I'm saying? So like, you got to be in their face 24/7.
I'm not saying burn yourself out, but something. You got to be in their face. Yeah. I
had them backup pics. Had them shits back in the day. Don't get me wrong. Don't have like you was like small and now you big pics because people gonna get like hella lost in the sauce. Don't do that.
The growth of it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
It's a journey.
Yeah, it is.
I like that. And you said like when it goes to your father again, he was a big impact to you, and that's where like media. And so I'm pretty sure music too was a part of that.
It started with everybody asked me that. And now I remember, it started with the sound. Because at every black church, they got the sound man.
You're right.
And the video man. And like...
Instruments.
I used to stand... I never wanted to stand in the front. I didn't like the church choir, like the children's church choir. I don't know.
Me either.
My first song was R. Kelly, I Believe I Can Fly. So that just right there was just... And then you look down the road, you're just like... Yeah, that was my sign. I don't need to be in church.
That was my sign. I had to go.
That was my sign that I probably don't believe you need to be in church. But like, it was a sound. Because I used to always have the headphones on, hearing the sound, watching on the old monitors in the video how the old churches used to try to sell the tapes. You remember?
Do it. Yeah,
this was Monday's sermon. We got tapes sold in the back.
Stop it.
And they put the little sticker on it. It had like Monday's
I'm talking about we're dedicated to it too.
Yes. Bootlegging. Pastor making some bread. $5 service.
Early in the morning for that service.
With the clear cases. What? Swisher House church tapes.
Let y'all know. Make sure you support. Make sure you support.
If you missed today's sermon, you can pick them up.
Right.
But yeah, that's how the church was, man.
Man, that's definitely cool. Cause I run into a lot of churches. That's why you was over there cracking on me like that. Cause you was a church kid yourself. I'm telling you, but it's just like you said, the sound. You fall in love with the sound, and then when you dive more into music, you find there's so many variety of sounds that you can tap into.
Yeah.
That's real cool. Let's actually talk about the wake and dank. You know, we recently on the show. But you guys go check it out. If you haven't checked it out, you gotta go check it out. Where did you come up with that concept? Because we all like it. We all gonna like it. But why did you decide I'm gonna make this right
Wake and Dank derived from wake and bake.
Yeah,
like the slogan wake and bake. And then I have a clothing brand called Dank University.
Yeah.
So wake and dank.
Make sure y'all support. Check it out.
It was. And then Snoop has the GCN with Snoop and Kevin Hart. Yeah. And then numerous people have smoke shows. And then with how the world is starting to like cannabis. Shift. Yeah. I wanted to put my foot in the door talking about sports and entertainment before
it's definitely a good
the whole world's gonna switch over and say, I was smoking too. Like I was smoking playing sports. Like,
yeah,
they're gonna do it, and the moment it gets legalized, right now there's athletes right now that smoke.
Yeah,
and they can't talk about it.
No, they're not gonna talk about it.
They lose sponsorships.
Yeah, why would they talk about it?
Kicked out the league, and whatsoever. But the moment the last game hits, they going and buying a pack. Like,
oh yeah, like, for sure.
It's off season. I'm finna blow this down.
You don't know what I got.
You don't know what I got. You know what I'm saying? They just smart with it. They got PRs. They got all that kind of stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They got
big fakes.
You know what I'm saying? So they being hella smart with it. But the moment it becomes legalized, that's when they're gonna switch over and make all their podcasts and buy into more weed strands.
I can definitely see that.
So like, I just want to put my feet.
You want to be the one to say I did it first. You know,
I did this,
and that's a very good idea. When I saw the setup, I'm like, bro, this is brilliant. You know what I'm saying? And it's very it's very entertaining, and it just seems so natural. It does, you know.
It's a talk, chill time. It's a vibe.
It's a chill time. It's a vibe. And like I said, I told you earlier, like with different podcasts, like everybody can make a podcast, but it'll be different each time. The setup be different. Everybody's thoughts be different. Be a different person. So that's what I like, where you can link up with different people.
And like how I realized yours, like everybody has their own distinctive look on a podcast, and that's what you should have. It's your it's repping your. It's like your individuality.
Yeah, it's like who you are, your personality, like who you are. It's just
like
who I am.
I mean, I'm not knocking no one that has to like. People have to utilize multiple studios to get their stuff done, but like, if you are very stuck in your craft, like if you believe in your craft, invest in your shit.
Invest in your shit, like for real. Take that leap of faith and invest in yourself, because it'll definitely be worth it.
And people can notice it. Like, oh, hold up. That setup is that setup. I don't like it. And people take off from it like, yeah.
I don't know.
2 podcasts ain't set up. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just go get your shit. If you don't, go do it.
Go do it. And again, that's good advice, because people be timid about what somebody else gonna say. Like, no, do it, because people will. It be like-minded people that will line up with you.
Yes.
You know, so I definitely encourage people to go do that. If you're looking to do it, you want to do it. So let's actually talk about how people can connect with you if they want to say, hey, man, I want to come on a wake and date, or I want to link it with you with some media or whatever. Because, you know, you be out there with Private Hip Hop Podcast and doing some work with them too. So how can they get linked up with you?
PrivateHipHop.com. StinkSoGoodMail at Gmail. wake&dank@gmail.
Hey.
I mean, that's it. wake&dank at Gmail. StinkSoGood at Gmail. PrivateHipHop.com.
I mean, if you're serious, I'm telling you, utilize the help. You know what I'm saying? And then I like where you, like I said, it's a way to connect. It's a way to tap in with so many people, and you're gonna have fun. I promise you, you're gonna have fun. This guy's funny. If you could give people an advice in 15 seconds, you know, if they was like, I like the show, I like it, but he left me with this. You know what I'm saying? What the advice would be in 15 seconds? Go.
If you believe in you, don't stop.
Don't stop. Let's go.
Yeah.
If you believe in you, don't stop. Let's go.
If you believe in you, don't stop.
So, if you believe in you, don't stop. And I think that's the best thing you can do. But be smart, though. Yeah.
Be smart. Don't be dumb.
Nah.
Like, I'm not telling you to drive off a mountain, okay? Like, if there's no road, you better stop, okay?
Yeah, like I mean, you can keep going.
Don't be dumb with it. I'm
gonna keep going.
If you don't see any progression, don't continue. Like,
yeah.
There's a limit. Like, you're riding into stupidity.
Yeah.
Like, if you need to change up, rebrand, do what you need to do, but don't stop. Like, just keep going. If you truly believe in it, because the people can tell you all day, you're dope. You're dope. You're dope. You're dope.
But if you don't believe in it.
If you don't believe in it, it's nothing.
It's going to tell you. It's a heavy weight too.
Yeah.
You know? So you definitely got to have confidence behind it. And you got to stand on who you are. It makes you stand on who you are.
And be you.
And be you.
Too many motherfuckers in the world are trying to be someone else. Just be you. Like,
be you.
Be you. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, real talk. There's nothing wrong with being yourself. And we love y'all. I always ask one last question before we get off. It don't have to be nothing about positivity. It's all about laugh. So you said you are a comedian. If you can make one burger, you know what I'm saying? It may not be as funny, but if you can make one burger, you can name the burger anything. What would that burger be? And it has to represent you.
The Hungry Heifer.
Not the Hungry Heifer. Why the Hungry Heifer? Hey, that's a good one. The Hungry Heifer. Hey, Heifer, you hungry?
Heifer, you hungry?
Come get this burger.
Come get this burger. Yeah, the big heifer.
I like that one.
The big heifer, the small heifer.
The small heifer. Nah.
The double heifer.
Well, the small heifer would be for the little one.
Yeah, and I'm not disrespecting anybody. People like, he's a fat guy. No, I'm not. Nah. A cow is a heifer.
Cow. It's a cow. It's another word for a cow.
That's what I'm saying. The hungry heifer.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And that's actually ironic because that's what we doing. It's a hungry.
Mm-hmm. I'm eating. Can I get 2 hungry heifers? Hell yeah.
Love, man. That's what's up, man. We got to go shout out to Crooked Forks. Crooked Forks is sponsorship of this podcast, man. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to Dream Big Studios. Shout out to the Wake and Dank. Shout out to my man, Note Smith.
Thank you so much.
Private Hip Hop Podcast. Y'all stay linked in because there's so many great things going on. And we love you today, tomorrow. Nobody told y'all that. Look, stop crying. My man loves you. I love you. And we'll see you later here at the P.E.G podcast. Let's get it. Yeah, let's go.